Were you surprised that you felt like they had to come out?
I think they had to come out to explain some of what was going on, and I think they came up with the most benign explanation. We know they're not telling us the whole truth. They're not telling us anything about what those bruises are on the back of his hand. They're
Right.
obviously not from handshaking because he has them on both hands. Um, the other physical symptom that people are not paying enough attention to, but the frontotemporal expert is the one that really pointed this out to me. This was about almost a year ago. It was before the election. He has something called what a wide-based gait. You
Hmm.
see it in some clips very profoundly clear, others are not so clear. But a wide-based gait is when he kind of swings his foot like it's a dead weight in kind of a semicircle.
Hmm.
Um, and so it creates a kind of weird gait because it's like a step and then a swing, a step and then a swing. And I don't know if you saw that footage where he was walking down the red carpet when he was meeting Putin, and people did a kind of Benny Hill kind of humorous speed up of that, so you could see him zigzagging across the carpet. And you went by speeding it up, you saw how much he was really weaving, like they would pull him over for drunk driving. But when you look at that same footage and slow it down, what you actually see is that it's he's got this on his right leg, this wide base gait, and he kept swinging the leg so far to the left that it was pushing his whole line of direction to the left. So he wasn't just weaving, he was actually kind of swinging himself to the other side. Then he overcompensates and goes all the way to the right side of the carpet and starts to then start moving to the left again. So really, we're starting to see it now, not just on the mental level and the verbal level, which is something that we were able to observe now really for years, and it's been getting worse and worse. And we could give you obviously lots of examples, and we've talked a lot of examples here. But now we're starting to see it at a physical level. And with dementia, you have a deterioration of all functions: language, impulse control, judgment, motor movements. And so also a lot of his impulsive kind of crazy, today we're putting 400% tariffs on, China. Today we're putting, it's like, it feels a little bit like that character in Woody Allen's character in Bananas, where for those of you who are old enough to remember, when he becomes a South American dictator and he starts making crazy, kind of pronouncements. I mean, that some of these things are just impulsive and not thought out in a way that, again, in some ways, his dementia is hiding in plain sight because his personality disorder is so severe, right? So he's already a chronic liar. So how do you know when he's confabulating? He's already impulsive because of his personality disorder. So how do you know when he's getting worse? But he is getting worse. It is more chaotic, and it's going to continue to get worse. And I'm afraid the press is going to continue to ignore it.